Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court Civil Docket for March 29th, 2023. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our first case, please?
Yes, Judge, middle of page 2, Judge, in cause number 2021, DCV 4185, Randy Nájera versus Lola Vanessa Rogers. Announcement of counsel, please.
Good morning, Ashley Theo on behalf of the plaintiff.
And Joshua Murphy on behalf of defendant Rogers, Your Honor.
Morning, counsel. How are we doing on this case? I think we have our jury trial set in June.
We do, Your Honor, and at this time, I believe the parties are ready to schedule a mediation. I believe there was communication yesterday that the parties are trying to see if we can possibly mediate, preferably with Judge Enquist, sometime early in April, or in April mediation.
Okay, well, good luck. The deadline is obviously going to be that May 2nd date. So we'll be back on a final civil pretrial conference on the 3rd. And then I'll get from you all then whether you all have it resolved or if we're looking at a trial. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Judge.
Thanks. Take care.
Thank you,
Who's
Judge.
next?
Staying on page 2, Judge, bottom of page 2, in
Mhm.
cause number 2019, DCV 0505, Hotel Sancho Panza LLC versus FT James Construction Inc. et al. Announcement of counsel, please.
Yes, Sylvan Lang and Megan Gillette on behalf of the plaintiff, Hotel Sancho Panza.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Deborah Fisher here standing in for Stephen Nicky for the defendants, FT James Construction.
This is John Dickey for Jordan Foster, and I'm here for Mr. Davis, who's in trial.
Catherine Stark here on behalf of Otis Elevators.
I feel like we're missing. Was Mr. Body supposed to be here as well? Is he not? I feel like he appeared last time. I'm not sure.
He did, Your Honor. He represents Fomanite.
Okay, so maybe we need to give him a call unless someone else is here. Mr. Hirsch, are you on this one as well? Mr. Hirsch, are you there? So I see that did he go away?
Yes, he logged out, Judge.
Okay, let's come back to this one and see if we can't get Mr. Body and see if Mr. Hirsch will come back on. I'm trying to keep track and see if that's everybody. I feel like someone, I think Mr. Skipworth was also supposed to be here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, we're missing a few people. So counsel, if you'll just give me a second and see if we can get in touch with some of these attorneys and then we'll
Your
get it.
Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Sylvan Lang. I can call Robert.
Okay.
And I can call Merwin
Okay.
and send them the link.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that, Mr. Lang. I'm right back to you all. Mr. Hirsch is coming back. Okay. Let's go to the next case, please.
Second on page 3, Judge,
Mhm.
in cause number 2022, DCV 2522, Wells Fargo Bank NA versus Leonardo Sotelo. Announcement of counsel, please.
Good morning, Stephen Mosier appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Wells Fargo.
Anyone here on behalf of Leonardo Sotelo? Motion to retain, motion to retain. I'm sorry, who was it that announced? Mr. Mosier, sorry, I lost the boxes keep moving and I lost where you were. All right, good morning. What is going on here?
So for this one, we have been attempting service. At the moment, we have given the documents to the constable and they're pending service with the constable. We've reached out to the constable recently to try to get an update to kind of figure out our next move. So hopefully we'll hear back from the constable soon and we'll be able to move forward.
Okay, so this we have pending, let's see. We've probably expended, I would imagine, the better part of this year, since I'm looking at just a couple of status conferences and motions to retain, I'll give you an additional 30 days. When did you give them to the constable?
Well, I know we recently resent it to the constable, but let me see when the original one was. Well, I do have a note here that we did receive a call from the constable that they had attempted service and they believed that the defendant was evading service. And that they were working on an affidavit to move for 106. So I think that would hopefully be the next move. It looks like we received that call 2 days ago. So I think that would be hopefully the next step. We get that affidavit, we move for 106.
Okay, if you can confirm that, then I would, certainly you just need to file it and email it so we can get that going. I don't want to just be resetting, forever. So we'll do 30 days status. If you have a motion for substituted service, then please file it, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Who's next?
Staying on page 3, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2022, DCV 2618, Tanya Daniel Pons versus Landstar Hotels, LLC et al. Announcement of council, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Manny Morgan on behalf of the plaintiff, Ms. Pons.
Jonathan Davenport on behalf of defendant Landstar.
Good morning, gentlemen. So it looks like we're here for scheduling status conference. You all have been, it looks like moving things along, but I guess we haven't had a trial date set, nor had we had a scheduling conference. So what are y'all looking at? Mr. Morga, you look like you have something to say.
I do, Your Honor. So we named an additional defendant, Aluminum and Windows Solutions.
Mhm.
I have that the citation was filed on March 7th, but I think on the docket, it doesn't show that it has been. So I'm just I just noticed that today, so I'll try to get to the bottom of that, but we do expect them to answer. And so I would say, once they answer, to have us come back in before we get a trial date.
Or 30 days should be more than enough. So we'll come back in 30 days for a scheduling status conference to the extent that you all can confer. Normally, so Mr. Davenport, I'll generally go a year out, but I can shorten that up if it's not that complicated, but a year is about standard. So that'll put us in March of 2024. Okay.
Okay, Your Honor.
All righty. Thank you so much. We'll reset for 30 days on the scheduling.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care.
Will you be excused?
You may. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor. You as well.
Who's next?
Judge, back in the middle of page 2,
Mhm.
in cause number ending in 1109, I have Ms. Esparza here. I'm not sure if Mr. Robinson was going to show. I've been calling his office.
Did they
Yes.
open? Go ahead, Mrs. Sparsa.
I would say, good morning, Your Honor. I don't believe that we ever received an answer from the last remaining defendant in this matter, Yuvia Chavez. So I saw that Mr. Robinson was on there as a defense attorney, but I don't know that we have even received an answer.
We're talking about 1109. Okay, hearing for defendant Yuvia Chavez only party remaining in this case.
And we actually did file a non-suit back on the 9th of March.
I see
And I
that.
believe I sent the order in as well.
I see that, the notice of non-suit. I'm not sure about the order. Let me do a quick search in my emails.
Sure.
Did we have a contact information for Yuvia Chavez? In other words, does Yuvia Chavez know that there is a hearing today?
That I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't even believe that she was served.
She wasn't served?
I don't think so, Your Honor. I don't know if she made an appearance in this case. We've already resolved with the other parties, so we were just going to go ahead and non-suit it anyway.
Okay, Ms. Cables, can you help me out here? If she was never served, what else would we need to close it out? And I guess we need to follow up if there were any communications with her.
Sorry, Judge. It looks like she wasn't served, but only because they weren't able to serve her. So it looks like it came back as an unserved citation return. So that would be the reason why she wasn't served.
Yeah, I believe that she's moved to out of the country. She lives in Mexico now, Your Honor. So we were never able to get a hold of her. She never made an appearance in the matter.
Okay, so are you, I mean, would a dismissal, can you just dismiss that portion of the case against Lluvia?
I mean, we filed the notice of non-suit with prejudice.
Did it include her? I'm sorry,
Yes, it
haven't
was-
opened.
I'm sorry, it was only asked to her as she was the last remaining defendant.
Oh,
Yes.
I am looking at it now. My apologies, Mrs.
No, no
Garza.
worries, Your Honor.
Let me do what I said I was gonna do and go do a quick search of my emails. And Becky, can you look as well and see if you have something on this non-suit? Yep, I see it.
Okay.
Yes, Judge, it's on file. I believe you would need the order to,
Yeah, the order is there, order dismissing all claims.
yes.
Oh, but this is pending.
Well, the non-suit is only on Lluvia Chavez.
Yes, because I think the other parties were already taken care of. That was filed, I think before I filed this one on the 9th.
So, Mrs. Barca, I'll just ask you this. Will you send the order that pertains, the order for non-suit that pertains to Ms. Chavez? Because I'm seeing a couple of other dismissals, orders that I've signed, but I don't see her name on there.
Sure.
Okay.
Who
I
can I
see
send
other-
that to? Your
If
Honor?
you'll send it to it's Mr. Hernandez's email, my.hernandez, court coordinator. And I'll sign off on that today.
Okay, perfect. I'll get that sent over.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bye.
Bye-bye.